नमस्कार, मैं हूँ राजनंदिनी शर्मा और आप देख रहे हैं वीकली राउंडअप। वीकली राउंडअप में हर हफ्ते मैं आपके लिए ढेर सारे इवेंट्स, प्रोग्राम्स और कुछ ऐसी खबरें लेकर आती हूँ जो इंडियन डायस्पोरा यूके से रिलेटेड होती है। आइए बिना देरी के शुरू करते हैं क्या कुछ हुआ इस हफ्ते। सबसे पहले मैं शुरू करना चाहूँगी धमेचा लोहाना सेंटर में एक स्पेशल लेक्चर ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया जहाँ पर केशव महाराज ने डीमिस्टिफाइंग हिंदुइज्म पर बात की। काफ़ी लोगों ने उनसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस भी किए, बहुत सारी हिंदुइज्म के ऊपर बातें हुई और साथ ही साथ वहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग मौजूद थे जिन्होंने ये स्पेशल लेक्चर अटेंड किया। आपको मैं दिखाना चाहूँगी एक झलक क्या कुछ हुआ इस पूरे इवेंट में, किस तरीके से ये पूरा इवेंट ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया। एक झलक आपके सामने।
Krishna come into the world as Sita and Ram, or they come as Lakshmi and Narayan. So therefore there are many what we call avatars. So basically, the Bhagavad Gita teaches us that there are 5 categories. Okay? Bhagavan, repeat after me. Avatar, Devata, Jiva, Prakriti. These are 5 categories, and the basic confusion is that most people mix up the categories. I mean, I didn't have the answers, so then when I was 15, I started reading the Bhagavad Gita. I remember I went to Ealing Road Library and I got 3 versions of the Bhagavad Gita, and I didn't understand any of them. It was too complicated. And then one of the devotees from the manor, he came to my friend's house who lived on Clayton Avenue, if you know Clayton Avenue. So he came to his home and he gave him a Bhagavad Gita. So then the next day my friend came in and he said, I got a Gita. I said, I want to read it, I want to read it. So when I was 15, I started reading the Gita like this, but I couldn't understand it. And then I went to the temple. And it was so humbling for me because I sat in one class in the temple, and in 1 hour, I learned more than what I learned in 1 year of reading by myself.
Welcome to London.
Happy to be here, thank you so much. Well, London is home, but nowadays I travel the world quite a lot, so 7 months of the year I'm traveling, but happy to be back in London.
There are a lot of listeners here who listen to you, and what is special about today's lecture?
Today we're going to be exploring Hinduism and some of the myths, some of the confusion, some of the questions that people have about Hinduism. So I'm really looking forward to a lively discussion where you can ask practically any question you like.
Any message you'd like to give to the people here?
I think the greatest gift that India has to offer the world is spiritual wisdom. We can't change the world outside of us, but we can change our inner world, our state of mind, our positivity, our worldview. And so I guess my message to the world would be take advantage of all the amazing spiritual wisdom that's available to us in books like the Bhagavad Gita, and make your life successful physically, emotionally, socially, and most importantly, spiritually.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Hare Krishna, a warm welcome. Today we're doing what we call our Gita sessions. This has been going on for about 3 years. This is a joint collaboration between ourselves, which is the LCNL, the Luhana community, and with Bhaktivedanta Manor. So we meet about twice a month. We usually meet on Wednesday, the first and the third Wednesday. And what we do is we look at discussing topics related to the Bhagavad Gita and about Krishna. So it's very informal. We started off with 30 people, but today, if you see today, we've got a group of 200 people. So over the 2 years, we've built it up. But the sessions are very relaxed and they're very informal, but they're also very family orientated. So we have a session where somebody gives a short discourse, then we have questions and answers, and then following the questions and answers, we sometimes serve prasadam before, or we serve prasadam afterwards. But the aim of all of this is really for Vishnu Aradhana. So the aim that we're really looking at here is to actually educate people, or give them the chance to ask about Lord Vishnu and education about Lord Vishnu. So in our community, the talk today is about demystifying Hinduism. So if we look at Hinduism, for a lot of people it means lots of different things, lots of colors, lots of different sorts of peoples, one murti, different murti. So here we're just trying to have an open discussion about these things that are important to a lot of us in our community. So we really look forward to anyone that wants to join us. We're normally at the RCT, today we're at the Luana Hall, and thank you for your support. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. So today is a very special class. Usually we have our Gita sessions here or at the RCT hall. But today is extra special because we have a esteemed guest, His Holiness Swayam Bhagwan Keshav Swami. He's come here to enlighten us. He's a renunciate, he's taken sannyas, and for us to get his association at this hall is very inspiring. We're feeling very encouraged, enthused. So thank you for everyone. Thank you to everyone who's come here today.
Hare Krishna, my name is Shyam and I work as an IT project manager, and I just came here for this beautiful session, Hinduism Demystified, because in today's world it's very important for all youngsters and for everyone to know about the actual meaning of like the Hinduism has come from the original word of Hinduism actually called as Sanatana Dharma, which means it's an eternal religion, which is not a man-made religion, but it's a religion which is coming directly from the eternal world, which is called as Sanatana. So it's very important for us as followers of Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism to understand what is Sanatana Dharma and what's our Dharma in today's Kali Yuga. And the
बढ़ते हैं आगे। VTS यूके ग्रुप एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है यूके के अंदर जिन्होंने हाल फिलहाल में इंटरनेशनल विमेंस डे ऑर्गेनाइज किया, जहां पर उन बहुत सारे जो महिलाएं हैं, जो विमेन हैं, वो देखने को मिली। उस पूरे इवेंट में फैशन शो हुआ, कई सारी जो आर्मी ऑफिशियल्स थे वो भी आई हुई थी। उन्होंने अपनी एक जर्नी के बारे में बताया, साथ ही साथ उन्होंने ये भी बताया कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने ये शुरुआत की है। और प्रेसिडेंट वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जो है VTS यूके के, उन्होंने कुछ कहा है, वो भी मैं आपको सुनाना चाहूँगी। तो बिना देरी के मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि क्या कुछ हुआ उस इवेंट में।
Hi, I'm Anu. I'm the president of VTS UK. We are a non-profitable organization helping on different sectors. We have different objectives, be it food donations, drives, or health workshops, or helping the needy people on here. We have many objectives, so we will be working on. As part of that, we are today holding the Women's Day.
Thanks, Anu. I'm Vice President of VTS UK, Gautami Kottavalli. As Anu mentioned, today we are celebrating International Women's Day. We all know International Women's Day. Today's theme, 2025 theme is Accelerate Action. Anu,
Yes.
Accelerate Action.
Accelerate action.
We have three lovely speakers from British Army. They are the nurses and they're like high level. So they spoke today all about their career, all their journey, how they all along. We all got women, all women. So, and not to forget, we have chief guests. So, Mayor of Hillingdon, Colin Sylvian, and Deputy Mayor of Harrow, and other chief guests, the HCI representative.
Arpita Thakur, HCA representative coming from High Commission of India.
And not to forget, many socialites.
Yes. Yes. Today we have brought in almost 150 women together in the community. We are working for the women, towards the women, and celebrating women today. So what are our objectives going forward? We are working on many initiatives. We work on monthly health workshops. We run workshops on mental health, healthy eating, diabetes, cancer workshops. Our next objective is we are working on say no to tobacco. We know many of the South Asian families are affected by tobacco, either it be chewing tobacco or smoking. It's not particularly women affected, but their husbands. We are working on the campaign and we are looking for a healthy Harrow, and Harrow Giving has supported us with the funding to work on this campaign. Going forwards from April onwards, we're working in this campaign. If anybody needs any support, you can always reach to us, and we are VTS UK. On our Instagram handles, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X. You can also check our website, vtsuk.org. Thank you so much for covering us today, and it's our allied pleasure to have so many women around. We are celebrating women. It's our day celebrating us. Thank you so much.
बढ़ते आगे, नेहरू सेंटर में क्लासिकल परफॉर्मेंसेस हुई, जहां पर बहुत सारे ग्रुप्स आए जिन्होंने अलग अलग तरह के डांसेस परफॉर्म किए हैं. आपको दिखाना चाहूँगी क्या कुछ हुआ वहाँ पर उस इवेंट में और किस तरीके से ये परफॉर्मेंसेस की गई.
Of our cultural center. Today, the young artists will showcase their talent among us. I'm sure the performances will give the audience something to remember for the rest of their lives. Dance is, in my opinion, one of the holiest art forms. It entails far more than simply shaking your hands and legs. Dance allows you to express your thoughts and emotions without having to speak. Dancers were once considered God's messengers because they could convey a wide range of emotions and narrate story, history, or a story engagingly. Music plays an important role in bringing this art form to life and is an integral part of the dance. Our performers have been working extremely hard for the past few months on their preparations. They want to ensure that every move is flawless and that every dance performance receives a standing ovation from our part.
पर्दे आगे वीरेंद्र शर्मा, फॉर्मर एमपी ऑफ ईलिंग साउथ हॉल, जिन्होंने 50 साल अपने पूरे किए हैं लेबर गवर्नमेंट में, उसी चीज़ को सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए हेस्टन हाइट होटल हाउंसलो में एक बड़ा सेलिब्रेशन रखा गया, जहां पर सेक्रेटरी ऑफ सोशल केयर एंड हेल्थ बेस्ट ट्रीटिंग भी मौजूद रहे। उन्होंने भी काफ़ी कुछ कहा। साथ ही साथ वीरेंद्र शर्मा ने अपनी स्पीच में बहुत लोगों को मेंशन किया, बहुत लोगों को थैंक यू दिया और लेबर गवर्नमेंट और कंजर्वेटिव गवर्नमेंट की भी कुछ बातें की हैं उन्होंने। तो आइए सुनते हैं, आइए जानते हैं क्या कुछ हुआ उस इवेंट में, क्या कुछ उन्होंने कहा। एक झलक आपके सामने।
On the international stage too, an amazing legacy as a public representative and a public servant. And at a time when there is so much cynicism about politics and politicians, where most people, let's be honest, assume that people in politics are in it for themselves and rather than in it for others, I really think that Virendra is the antidote to that cynicism. He is someone who has used his life, his voice, his platform, his experience to serve others. Genuine public service, not self-service, and that is truly an example of all of us in this room, across the Labour Party and Labour movement, across our politics, should seek to emulate. You know, there are not many people in politics who could get so many people in one room just to say thank you for outstanding public service. Virendra, you are truly a special person.
Temples, mosques, gurdwaras, churches, they are all here this evening. Thank you very much, the faithful. Placing that confidence in me throughout that time. The motto we had that keeping the community unite, and we always had that. The community was in our heart, and we carried on. Well, and all my parliamentarian colleagues here who has come, I still use the Seema's term that I'm still the colleague. I will continue with the whatever the Labour government so much achieved in few months. I have full confidence in the leadership and my colleagues in the government without you have any legal recourse on that. Just imagine the picture that I as a bus conductor serving and the passenger don't want to pay the fare, to avoid the fare, maybe half drunk, maybe unemployed, not want to pay but abuse you, to shout at you. They use the word that time, to go back to your country. Imagine that. How would you feel? There was no active movement at that time to fight against that inequality. I had a choice as an economic migrant, come to make or earn more money, have a comfortable life, big house, big car. Or you decide to fight for the rights of the disadvantaged groups in the society, which include the whole working class. I chosen that. I chosen that as a bus conductor, trade union, I'm so surprised that Neil Kinnick remembers even today that role I played at that time with him. To say that this is what I need to do. I must, because I will be paying a lot of thanks to all of you. But in the beginning, I'd like to thank my wife. And my whole family, those who are here today, my sister-in-laws. I'm sadly lost my two brothers, but the rest of the family are here. My sisters are here. They all supported me. And becoming from a bus conductor to reach to the Member of Parliament is a great pride. But I could not have done it without the support of my family, many friends here. Some of them during my whole journey, I have lost them on the way. Nature has taken them from us. The others still with me for 52, 53 years, continuously supporting me. Sometimes people say, retire, probably he will not be here anymore. I assure you one thing, I'm still here fighting for what is right as we had it 50 years ago, and ever since we fight for what is right, not for what is easy. We have to fight together. We will fight together. I'm grateful to Peter Mason and the whole team for their gesture this evening, their view on that, and I can assure you my services for the movement, for my friends, will be there, and I look forward to, hopefully not the next 50 years, whatever the time. Finally I wanted to say there are so many young people, I'm so glad, from the community and from the party. I'm here with the support of other colleagues. We wanted you to take further steps. I always say, I was the leader of the past. I'm not saying that I'm not the leader of the present, but I'm not the leader of the future. Peter Mason and others, they are the future leaders. I wanted to be part of the future before I say goodbye to all. Enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
आज की वीकली राउंड में बस इतना ही। अगले हफ्ते फिर मिलूंगी ऐसे कुछ इवेंट्स और प्रोग्राम्स के साथ। तब तक के लिए देखते रहिए MA TV, बिकॉज इट्स योर चैनल ऑफ चॉइस।